Now, big reaction to the fact that Crystal Palace have sacked Patrick Vieira. Huge reaction to the news this morning that on Tuesday, right here, 11 o'clock, smack in the middle of this show, it will be Simon Jordan facing off against Eddie Hearn live. My God, what a reaction to this, I've got to tell you.
That's right, competition.
Callum up near Drossen, I know where that is, in Scotland. Jim, there is no other news today other than the big man, your man Jordan, against Eddie. This will be radio history. I cannot wait for it. Like many others, I am Team Longshanks, says Callum in our Drossen. So there you are. You've got a lot of backing, Simon. There's another one coming in this morning. Martin, this is what you get. You and I may be totally peripheral to the show today. Jim, please pass on to Simon. He looks great in that blue colour today. That's definitely his colour. Would you tell him? Apparently blue is your colour, darling. You're actually blushing. Look at you. I can see it. Martin O'Neill is with us all the way through until 1 o'clock. Martin, you and I will do our best here to let Simon know that he's the man that everybody wants to see, the man that everybody wants to hear, especially when it comes to this on Tuesday, Martin. Eddie Hearn, Martin, and Simon have been trading insults a bit in recent days and recent months, and now it's come to a head, and it's all going to go down on Tuesday. Did you have anyone ever up in Scotland at Celtic or maybe at Villa who got under your skin a bit because there would be the occasional barb fired off at you verbally?
You mean with the journalists?
Yeah, with journalists, with anybody else in football in general, who was always at you, always trying to get under your skin a bit.
I think the line would be far too many to mention now. There are plenty of people get under my skin, and vice versa, I must admit. So, what is this barb all about?
Well, it really isn't about anything,
is it not?
Martin? What it is about is that you may well have followed the situation with a particular fighter called Conor Benn, who's got himself into trouble with failed drugs test.
Yes.
His promoters tried to put a fight on with the failed drug test being in situ, and I've called it out and said it's not right. I've also called the promoters cowards for ducking away from the media, not answering any real questions. So they've taken exception to it, because what they don't like in this sort of world is people saying, hang on a second, let's have a look at what you're doing. What they like to do is they like to bully journalists by saying you won't get any of our fighters, you won't get access to anything, and they don't want to answer straight questions. And then what they do is they say, right, we're not going to play the game, we're going to play the man. Oh, you failed. You lost £50 million in the football club. So what do you know about this? Yeah. You failed on this. So what you do then is you put them into a position where they then have to play the man. So we'll see if Eddie can play the man on Tuesday. And if he can, chapeau. If he can't, it's not designed to be a confrontation. It's designed, Eddie Hearn's one of the biggest boxing promoters in the world. He's ducked doing interviews with grown-ups. Here he gets to do one.
And Martin, the messages are coming in non-stop. There's one. Jim, I think Eddie will back out. Are you kidding me? He won't go head-to-head with Simon. Trust me. Yes, he is. He is. He's coming in, and it will happen on Tuesday morning at 11 live on this show. Jim, I'm Team Simon. I'm going with Team Simon. You're getting a lot of support out there. Maybe when Eddie comes in on Tuesday, he'll get a bunch of support as well.
Problem is, you'll be Team Eddie.
Well, I'll decide on the day, Martin, what team I'm going to go with.
Absolutely.
Will I be Team Eddie? Will I be Team Simon? I might go with the boy in blue to my right. Yeah.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.